All right, guys, this is your warning. For this entire video, I'm going to be talking about periods, aka the menstrual cycle, and the tools used to deal with this special time in the month. This video is created for women who get their periods and are looking for tips while they're traveling abroad. Now, if this is something you don't want to learn about, stop watching now and click the link up here. Right up here. This is your last chance. Click up here. Okay, guys, I'm assuming if you made it this far, you are either curious or you wish to learn something more about this topic. And to that I say, welcome. But you have been warned. Hey ladies, so you decided to go backpacking to another country. How exciting. You got your maps, you got your list of places you want to see, a loose itinerary, your backpacking gear. But did you pack all the necessary supplies? I'll tell you more after this. Hi everyone, my name is Marauding Megs. Ladies, we have to deal with that monthly dreaded period, plus all the fun that comes with it. Cramps, bloating, cravings, and mood swings. And, oh God, sometimes, some months are better than others, and some months you just want to curl up and die. But hopefully you've mastered your way on how to make it bearable each month that it comes. But what happens when you're planning to go backpacking for an extended period of time, say 2 to 5 months or longer? Well, you've got to be prepared and pack accordingly. Now, please keep in mind that the tips and advice that I give are based on my own backpacking experiences through Southeast Asia and what I personally used. Now, you can take or leave this advice. I'm just here to provide another option. With that said, if you use pads or tampons, you're going to have to pack enough to cover your entire trip. Now, plans change. You may have originally planned to only backpack for 3 months, and you may have changed your mind and you're going to stay longer. The problem is you're going to have dwindling period supplies now. You cannot make assumptions that your brand, size, or style will be readily available, especially in Southeast Asia. Now, in major cities, chances are they will have them, but it might be a little more expensive. However, if you're looking for an alternative that is easy to use and eco-friendly and will lighten the load in your backpack, I would consider using a menstrual cup. What is a menstrual cup? This. This is used to deal with your period instead of using tampons or pads. Now, this doesn't have any chemicals, dyes, or plastics. However, I know it looks intimidating, but it's actually easy. You would just fold it like so, and then it inserts just like a tampon would. And then to seal the deal, all you have to do is once you insert it, it expands like so, and you would rotate it 360 degrees, and then that's it. And you leave it for 10 to 12 hours, which is much better than a tampon would, where you're looking at 3 to 5 hours, maximum 8 hours, depending on your flow. Now, the brand of the menstrual cup that I use is called the Diva Cup, and I love it. It's the best I've ever had because personally I used it, but there's other brands out there as well. I just know this one works because I've used it. However, a menstrual cup is not for everyone. I will be very honest with you. You have to be very comfortable with yourself, first of all. If you're already using tampons, then this won't be such a big transition for you. However, if you're only using pads, this will be a major change and something to gradually go into. So, how did I take care of business? When it was time to empty out the cup, I brought in 3 items with me to the washroom. I brought a water bottle, hand sanitizer, and Diva Wash. So the Diva Wash you can use as a cleanser, just to give an extra clean for the Diva Cup. Depending on what the washroom layout is like, for example, if it was a private bathroom where I had access to a sink, or if it was a public washroom, would determine what I would do. So if it was a public washroom, I would go and pre-wash my hands first, then I would go into a stall, use hand sanitizer, and then I would go and pop the seal of the Diva Cup, then go and dump the contents and then reinsert it afterwards. Or what you can do, you can use the bottled water and just clean it that way over the toilet and then reinsert it. Now, if you have access to a private bathroom that has a sink, and once you've dumped the cup into the toilet, you can take the cup over to the sink with your bottled water and rinse it out over there or over the toilet. It's up to you. Then you take the Diva Wash and clean it up there, and then use the bottled water again to rinse that off. So everything is cleaned off. Now, I stress using bottled water because in Southeast Asia, I don't know how well the water is treated. I don't even use my toothbrush to run underneath the taps, let alone drink from there. I know it sounds like a lot of trouble, but it's really not that hard. It's actually, the trade-off is so worth it to me. Here's the reasons why I love my Diva cup. So number one, when I use it, I can't feel it, and I sometimes forget it's there. Two, I can sleep with it in and not have to worry about wearing a pad that makes me feel like I'm wearing a diaper. I can wear the Diva cup up to 12 hours straight, depending on the flow of the day. I can go swimming, and I don't have to worry about pads or tampons, right? And the best part of it all is I can reuse it over and over, and it's really good for the environment. Because there's entirely too much plastic in pads and tampons that women are using every month, it's contributing to the ever-growing plastic problem that the world is facing. It takes about 1,000 years for plastic to decompose for a one-time use. For example, if you were using tampons exclusively for your period, say you're on average, someone uses 3 tampons a day for a 7-day period. So 7 times 3 is 21. So that's 21 tampons for 1 month. And then you're going to do it for the year. So 21 tampons times a year, which is 12 months. You're looking at 252 tampons for the entire year. Now, typically women will have their periods for 40 years over their lifetime. So 252 tampons times 40 years, you're looking at like over 10,000 tampons alone for one woman only. And that doesn't even include pads that women will sometimes use at the same time for overnight coverage when they go to sleep, or women who just use pads exclusively. But hey, don't take my word on it. Check out the link in the description below by an article from National Geographic that talks about how pads and tampons are an environmental issue. Bottom line, ever since I started using my Diva cup years ago, I have never looked back. I used it during my 5 to 6 month backpacking trip through Southeast Asia, which made life so much easier for me. But that's just me. Now, if you want to know more about the Diva cup, I've provided a link in the description below. They have a lot of information there, so it should answer any questions or concerns you may have. Okay, well, I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!